Okie doke. This week we are, can you believe it's the end of August? I just can't believe it. It is the end of August. We've had a full month discovering our body as temple. We looked at nourishing ourselves with healthy food and healthy thoughts and healthy behaviors. We've looked at body image and moving our body, not just as exercise, but as a way of exploring how our body moves. And last week's topic of healthy habits for sound sleep. So sleep hygiene, we call it. And which is always a favorite. Good sleep is so essential to our well-being and good self-care. So hopefully we're looking at our body with renewed appreciation for all the ways it serves us, and our body as a temple for the deeper part of who we are. So with the intention, so a temple is often known for prayer. And so with our intention, which is kind of like a prayer, when we set our intention, it's how we're choosing to nourish our body with our intentions, with food, with movement, with sleep, that our sacred home, this sacred home that is our temple, serves us well in whatever shows up on this journey we call life. So let's do our centering with a little breathing. Awesome. We'll start with start with some breath awareness, and then we'll move into the breathing practices that we've done this month, which is the 2-1 breathing. And then we'll move on to 4-7-8 breathing, as well as with our practice movement with breath. So as always, make this practice work for you, and let my words be guidance, but tune into your own needs as well. So, okay, let's let yourself come to a comfortable position and start to tune into the breath. I like to go with 3 like fallout breaths. So starting with a deep breath in through the nose and a audible breath out through the mouth. So deep breath in and long, slow breath out through the mouth. And again, make it audible. Audible is really helpful. Growl, sigh, yawn, cry, whatever works. And then let yourself settle in. And out of that long exhale, we create the space for more in-breath, fresh air to move in. And then just find a nice steady breath. Breathing in and out through the nose. With each in-breath, bringing in renewed energy, renewing yourself from the day, and with each out-breath, letting go of whatever no longer serves you. And start to become aware of just the length of the in-breath and the length of the out-breath. And beginning to just allow that out-breath to go a little bit longer, just to grow a little bit longer. So finding your natural rhythm. And I find like allowing that calming or relaxation for the body often requires more letting go than it does taking in. So yes, we're always need to take in a breath, but then letting go of all the things that creates that tension in our body is really helpful. So we start to lengthen that out breath. It's very calming, very relaxing for the body. mind, for the nervous system. And then start to discover a count for your in-breath. Maybe it's a 3 or 4 count, or even 5. And then start to lengthen the out breath so that it's twice as long as the in breath. So breathing in 3 or 4, pausing, breathing out for 6 or 8. And eventually, let's all settle on a 4 count in breath, 2, 3, 4, pause, and an 8 count out breath. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Breathing in, 2, 3, 4. Breathing out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Breathing in, 2, 3, 4. Breathing out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then continue just a few more rounds at a pace that feels right for you. Your count, the count matters. Using that count to quiet the mind. Counting and breathing is a very useful strategy. So we'll try it this way. Breathing in, breathing out. You count breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, pause, breathing out. Breathing in, pause, breathing out. We're going to lengthen the pause, breathing in, pause, breathing out. Breathing in, pause, breathing out. Now do a couple more rounds at your own rate. It's a 4 count in breath, a 7 count pause, and an 8 count out breath. And then a nice cleansing breath, deep breath in, long, slow breath out. And pausing, allowing the breath to just return to a natural rhythm. And just noticing any shifts in your body just from that little bit of practice. And staying in that meditative space of the breathing. And I'll state our intention, our affirmation for today. And really, I invite you to really feel into the wisdom in your body to see which affirmation feels right for you or which one holds the most energy for you. So the first one is I have respect for my body as a temple for my spirit or higher self or being. Or I make choices that support me because I know my healthy body, I know a healthy body supports a healthy mind. I make choices that support me because I know a healthy body supports a healthy mind. And the third choice, I honor my commitments to myself to be the healthiest me I can be. I honor my commitments to myself to be the healthiest me I can be. And so maybe there's a little playing of words there that to make it just right for you, what feels right in your body to receive those words. And let that be your intention for our practice this evening. Awesome. So let's do a little practice. And I'm going to have to move my camera back just a little bit. We'll see how this works. And we're going to start by just finding a little, I'm going to find a little space is what we're going to do. Here we go. We're going to start with just kind of shaking out the body, just kind of wake it up, feel into the body, shaking out the arms, shaking off any tension. Good. Shake off the hands. Wiggle. Let the whole body wiggle. Shake out a leg. Shake out the other leg. Good. Let's let that go back to that first leg and let it swing. Swing in front of you, swing behind you. Maybe it's circles or swings. Just really feel and enjoy that your leg is there. Appreciate these legs that carry us through life. Let's go to the other leg. Again, you might shake it, you might wiggle it, you might swing it, or circle. Just enjoying all the ways your body moves. Awesome. Thank you, leg. And then come back to neutral. And we'll find our mountain pose or find our nice length in the spine. Maybe start to rock a little forward and back here and just start to feel the heels, the toes. Good. Feel when your feet start to shift forward as the heels come down, as the weight moves toward the back body, toward the heels. Just start to experiment and notice and feel just that movement forward and back. Good. Just enjoying that ability to find your balance. And then as we move back, as we move forward, and find that place right in the middle. Find that place so your swaying might get a little more subtle forward and back, and see if you can find that place that's a steady balance between the front of the foot and the heel, where you feel steady. So you're not more weight into the heel. You can experiment with that. More weight into the ball of the foot. You can feel that. And find a place where you're right in between, steadily balanced between the ball of the foot and the heel. Good. And then become aware of the inside edge and outside edge of the foot. So notice if you start to, so hopefully you're barefoot. If you're not, I invite you to be barefoot, or you could be in shoes or sock foot. But notice if you start to roll to the outside edge of the foot, just kind of exaggerating that. And then roll to the inside edge of the foot, the outside edge kinds of lifts just a little bit. Good, and you might exaggerate that again in each direction. It's a little bit of a stretch, right? And then back in. And then find that place where you can feel the outside edge. And you can feel the inside edge, meaning the base of the big toe. You might notice the way the arch lifts. And the inside of the heel. Good. So you have this nice balance between inner edge and outer edge, front of the foot and back of the foot. Good. And feel yourself steady there. Feeling the length of your spine and maybe growing just another millimeter taller. Good. So notice if the knees lock. See if you can find a little softness in your knees. Good. Notice if one feels more straight or locked. See if they feel, notice if they feel a little balanced, or if there's one leg that feels like it's doing more support than the other. No right or wrong here. There's nobody's perfectly symmetrical. So it's just noticing. Good. And feel into your strength and your power as you stand in this nice, full body expression of you. Good. And then we're going to step the feet just a little bit further apart, sending the arms out and up. A nice big reach, bringing the hands together and then sending the hips back. Bring slowly down to squat. That's the out breath. And then in breath, bring the hands to the floor. So honor your body. You might come down into a squat. You might have your hips up a little higher. Maybe the floor doesn't feel accessible. Honor your body. Good. And then out breath to forward fold. So we'll lift the hips here. Oh, that's a good stretch on the back. Slowly uncurling. In breath, reaching out and up. Good. So there's 4 parts to that. In breath, reaching up. Out breath, we're coming down. Movement and breath. So wherever it feels right for in your body. In breath, hands come to the earth. Out breath, forward fold. Wherever your hands land. Good. In breath, reaching out and up once again. So I call these sun squats. But so we come down to a squat, might be a higher squat. Forward fold. In breath, reach out and up. This is a great way to wake up the body. Good. Feel the strength in your legs and your foundation. It's a good way to ground and connect. Connect movement and breath. Connect earth and sky. And reaching up. Exhaling, coming down. In breath, hands to the earth. Out breath, forward fold. In breath, reaching out and up. But now as the arms are overhead, let's step the feet a little closer together again. And then catch a hold of that left wrist with the right hand. And exhale and hinge. Good. In breath, come back to center. Out breath to the other side. Good. In breath to center. One more time on each side. Little side to side. Just notice what you feel, where you feel the stretch. Notice what sensations you experience in your body. Exhale, releasing the arms down. And let's just roll the shoulders out here. So in this month, we practiced a couple of Kundalini breathing techniques, breathing with movement, because that's, as we talked about the body, it's one way to generate energy in the body and moving the body with the breath. So we'll do it one that's a little different. We'll bring the fingertips, the hands to the shoulders, fingers in the front, thumbs in the back. And then we're going to twist. And you can do this seated or standing. In breath to the left, out breath to the right. So in breath, out breath. And you're going to go at the pace that feels right for you. Again, this can be done standing or this can be done seated. So just because I fit in the frame better here, I'm going to come to seated, bring the hands to the shoulders, cleansing breath. And then twist. In breath, out breath, in breath, out breath. Your foundation stays nice and steady. The twist comes from your waist. The low belly core is slightly engaged to take care, support the back. It's active, but it's also kind of purifying for our system. Helps us clear out stagnant energy, stress and tension, toxins associated with stress. Keep those elbows wide, reaching wide. You got this. Just another few more times. And coming back to center, pause there, release the hands. Notice, because maybe you got just a little bit dizzy with that. Pause, take care of yourself. Ground, so feeling the ground beneath you. Awesome. So if you haven't already come to seated, I invite you to find your way to a chair. And we're just going to do a little forward and back movement with the spine. So we have 6 directions of the spine. So the 6 directions were side to side, which we did standing, the twisting side to side, and then forward and back. Now finding that movement in your spine, and you'll feel the whole spine move. When you feel that movement, start with the pelvis and move all the way up the spine. So go at the pace that feels right for you, finding that range of movement feels good. And synchronizing breath with movement. In breath coming forward, really bringing the heart forward. Out breath, navel towards spine, chin toward chest, letting the background. Good. In breath, out breath. Finding this could be done very quickly or it could be done more slowly. Finding your rhythm that feels nourishing in your body. There's a lot of ways to nourish the body. It's not just with food, although nourishing food is important. And then As that feels complete, coming back to neutral, and then pausing to just notice the effects of that movement in your body. Where do you feel, experience sensations, maybe a warmth, maybe a bubbliness? Notice. Good. So I also talked about a little bit more movement. We'll move back once again here. And we're just going to start to let the feet kind of march in place from your chair, or you can move to standing and lifting your knees if you're standing. So it's kind of march in place. When you're not, so when you're in the chair, you can kind of let your feet bounce a little off the floor. So you can do that a little faster. If you've got somebody home, you might hear some sounds. They might hear some sounds if you're patting on the floor here. Notice a pace that feels right for you. And notice just what a little bit of movement. If you're using your core, staying upright, you're going to feel a little core energy, a little core warmth there. Good. And a little warming for the feet. And maybe those feet want to do a little dance. Find a way to move them. So we move our body in our own ways, each one of us. We all have our own voice, we all have our own expressions, we all have our own interests. And there might be ways that you like to move your body that's different than way I am offering. So really tune in, check in with your body. What would feel good? How would you like to move your body in this moment? So just check. And maybe it's a dance, maybe you like to put some music on. Dancing is one of the ways I like to move my body. Very nourishing for me, very nourishing for me. If you've never done it, you might try it. Put on some music that inspires you. Or stretching, or qigong, tai chi, or maybe it's swimming or biking, something more prescribed kind of movement. And what parts of your body would be calling for attention today? Is it more in your hips or your shoulders? On Sunday, my husband and I water skied for the first time in many years. I have some sore muscles from that. So it's not hard to find the places that want to stretch today. Yeah. So maybe there's something, maybe you're doing some gardening and your muscles want some attention. Could honor that. Good. And then let's come back to a neutral position, pause, check in. So chair mountain, bringing the feet to the floor, finding that nice lift in the spine. Can you position your shoulders over your hips? And line up your ears over your shoulders. Is there any amount of softness that the shoulders might find? To relax downward as you feel that upward lift in the spine. And what's happening in the breath in this moment? Just notice. And what would a nourishing breath feel like for you right now? So let's prepare now for our guided relaxation. And I invite you to find whatever comforts you'd enjoy. If you want to remain seated for the meditation, you certainly can do that. If you have a place where you can stretch out, lay out flat on your back would be awesome, or even a way to Bring your feet elevated and come down onto your back is another option. So find a way that would support you for our relaxation time today. Okay. So, and we're going to do the Inner Smile meditation by Lilius Fullen. We're going to do this with a little added appreciation for our body. So a little smiling appreciation. So letting your eyes softly close. Start to focus your attention on inviting in a quality of ease and relaxation into your body. And tuning into the breath. And again, letting that out breath invite a quality of surrender, a quality of letting go. And then begin to focus your attention on the inside of your mouth. Sliding your tongue close to your upper front teeth. And daydream a little. Let an image of great beauty come to you. It could be a place you love in nature. It could be of someone you love. It could be a place you've dreamed of going. An image that brings you joy. Something that would make a smile emerge in your face. And let that smiling, sweet energy fill your mouth, softening your jaw and feeling the length of your lips. Let the corners of your lips turn up, enough to raise your cheek muscles. And maybe even those little laugh lines we all carry. Now take your smiling energy up into your brain, beaming it up into your brain, and then into your right eye, and then into your left eye, and to your right ear. Send that smiling energy into your left ear. And then returning that smiling energy to your mouth and recharging that smiling energy with your image of great beauty. Maybe the corners of your lips turning up once again. Maybe even feeling the twinkle in your eyes. And then start to smile down into your neck and throat. Your smiling energy opening up the throat, allowing tensions to melt away. And allowing that smiling energy to flow down now into the heart space. The heart is the seat of compassion, honest respect. Let your smiling energy fill your heart with joy. And thank your heart for its constant work. Feel it open and relax as it works with more ease. Now radiate this smiling energy, this thankful energy from your heart into your lungs. Thank your lungs for their wonderful work in supplying oxygen to your whole body. Feel them soften and become spongier and moist. Send the light of your smile deeply into your lungs. Smile any sadness away. Fill the lungs with smiling gratefulness from the heart. Now let that smiling energy flow down into the liver. Smiling into your liver, it's on the right side, just beneath your rib cage. Thanking your liver for the marvelous energy, the marvelous work it does in digestion and detoxification. Feel it soften and grow moist. Smile again deep into the liver. See any anger or hot temper in the liver and smile them away. Let the joyfulness and gratitude induce the warmth of kindness to flow there. Now smile your energy into your kidneys. They're on your low back, just above your waistline, and just below the rib cage, above each hip. Thank them for their work in filtering waste products and maintaining water balance in your body. Feel them grow cool and fresh and clean. And as you smile deeper into your kidneys, see and feel if any fear resides there. Smile your warm thanks, grateful, kindly energy into your kidneys. Melt your fears away. Let gentleness, the nature of the kidneys, come out into all other organs and bones and immune system of the body. Now, if you have some place in your body that could use a little extra love today, smile into that uneasiness, smile into that part of the body. Spend some time smiling into any part that could use a little bit more of your love and kindness and attention. Talk to them and visualize them getting softer, more open, their color changing from dark to light. Now visualize the organs of your body smiling at you. And taking a few more moments to smile into any other parts that you'd like to send that warm, smiling energy into. Now returning your awareness to your mouth and recharging again that smiling energy into the mouth, recharging it with that image of great beauty and sending that smiling, appreciative energy up again into the brain. And feel your brain smiling down on you. Now letting any technique dissolve and just feeling the clear blue sky of your awareness. And resting in this timeless moment. Basking in contentment and joy. Now slowly begin to bring your awareness back. Deepening the breath. Maybe smiling, sending some of that smiling energy again into your whole being, into your whole body. Appreciating this body temple that is you. And just feeling that whole body smiling back at you. And as you're ready, finding your way back to seated if you've been lying down, or back to an upright position if you've been reclined. And again, tuning into the breath. And do a little check-in for yourself, just noticing what's shifted or changed in you as a result of that practice. My insides feel a little sunnier and brighter. And how might you describe your experience? You're welcome to type it into the chat. Is there a color? Is there an expression? Does it feel like sun's shiny yellow or the blue sky? Or does it feel like an energy of bubbles? There's no right or wrong. But just notice. And then I'll share our quote for the day too. It says, treat your body like a temple, not a woodshed. The mind and body work together. Your body needs to be a good support system for the mind and the spirit.